Becoming her requires discipline. Without discipline, there is no becoming. There is no elevation. There is no transformation. There is no her. You can want the life. You can envision the life. You can even romanticize the life. But if you lack discipline, you will always remain a spectator of the woman you could have been. Welcome back to the DeepCut Collective. On this channel, we strive to become the ultimate woman, a woman grounded in identity, integrity, accountability, discipline, morals, and beauty that radiates from the inside out. If you are a woman who appreciates the importance of advanced critical thinking within a world of groupthink, or would like to learn how to become an exceptional woman set apart, I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it here. And if you find yourself enjoying today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. So today we are discussing the foundation of becoming her. And that foundation starts with discipline. Not motivation, not aesthetics, not validation, not attention, discipline. Let's define it correctly. Discipline is not punishment. It's not a restriction, and it's not deprivation. It's merely self-respect in action. It is the decision to act in alignment with your higher self regardless of how you feel in the moment. And that is where most women fall short, because feelings are powerful, but feelings are temporary. And if you build your life based on temporary emotions, you will have unstable results. You say you want to become her, but do your habits reflect that? Does your sleep schedule reflect that? Your bank account, your body, your space, your emotional control? Because discipline is not selective. You cannot be disciplined in one area and chaotic in another and expect to embody excellence. Again, becoming her is not an aesthetic. It's not a vibe. It's not a personality. It is a structure. Let's talk about visible forms of discipline first. Physical discipline. That could be waking up when you say you will, or keeping your environment clean. It could be maintaining your hygiene or eating with intention, moving your body, or handling your responsibilities without being chased. This is just basic discipline. And yet many struggle with even this. Why? Because comfort is seductive. Comfort whispers, you can do it tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And suddenly a year has passed and you're still, quote unquote, becoming. She does not deny her own growth. She handles it. Now let's just go a little bit deeper. Because while physical discipline is important, it's not the most important. The highest form of discipline that you can have as a woman is emotional discipline. And without it, nothing else holds. Yes, you can wake up at 5 a.m. You can go to the gym, eat clean, and look polished. But if you cannot control your emotions, you will sabotage yourself. Emotional discipline is what protects your reputation. It protects your relationships, your opportunities, and it protects your peace. It is the ability to feel without reacting, and that is rare because most people react. If someone disrespects you, you react. If they ignore you or they trigger you, you react. But reaction is not power. Reaction is exposure. When you react impulsively, you reveal that someone else has control over you, and she isn't easily controlled. Let's just be honest. Many women are disciplined with appearance, aesthetics, posting, and presentation, but emotionally, they are chaotic. Oversharing, overreacting, over-explaining, over-texting, over-giving. This is not discipline. This is emotional impulsivity. And emotional impulsivity will undo everything you built. You can lose a job, over emotional impulsivity. You can lose a relationship over it, and opportunities because you could not pause. The pause is discipline. If there is one habit you develop from this video, let it be this. Pause before you respond. Pause before you text. Pause before you post. Pause before you speak. And pause before you assume. In that pause, you regain control. Emotional discipline is maturity. It is understanding that every feeling deserves to be expressed. Yes, you are allowed to feel, but you are not required to broadcast it. Your emotions are information. They are not instructions. They tell you something is happening internally. They do not tell you how to behave externally. So, becoming her also requires internal containment. Everyone does not deserve access to your emotional world. Oversharing is not vulnerability, it is lack of boundaries. You do not need to post every hardship or vent to everyone to prove your pain. Process things privately, move strategically, respond calmly. This is discipline. And let's go even more deeper than that. Emotional discipline also means regulating yourself when you are alone. Can you sit in discomfort without numbing it? Or do you run to distractions like food, social media, attention, validation, men, shopping? Okay, I got to work on the shopping part, but you get what I mean. Discipline is being able to sit with yourself without escaping, because avoidance is undisciplined and avoidance delays growth. If you cannot control your emotions, you will seek external regulation. And when you rely on others to regulate your emotional state, you lose your power. She regulates herself. She self-soothes, she self-reflects, and she corrects. That is discipline. Discipline is choosing long-term identity over short-term emotion. You feel like quitting, you continue. You feel like arguing, you stay composed. If you feel insecure, you remain steady. And this doesn't mean that you suppressed yourself. It means that you master yourself. And self-mastery is the ultimate form of femininity, not loudness, aggression, or being cold, but having composure. There is something incredibly powerful about a woman who remains steady, who does not crumble under pressure, who does not erupt under tension, who does not expose herself emotionally at every inconvenience. The steadiness comes from discipline, and discipline is built in private and when people are watching, not when they are praised. But when you are tired, when you are hurt, and when you are misunderstood, especially then, anyone can be composed when life is smooth. But can you remain disciplined when life is chaotic? That is the test. Becoming her requires consistency in habits, standards, and emotional regulation. You do not get to be chaotic and expect peace. Peace is earned through discipline. Stability is earned through discipline. And let me just say something very clearly. You cannot pray your way out of laziness. That needs to be said. You cannot manifest your way out of inconsistency and cannot aesthetic your way into discipline. You build it one decision at a time. You wake up when the alarm goes off. You keep your space clean. You honor your commitments. You control your reactions. You protect your privacy. And you choose maturity over impulse, repeated daily. This is how your identity shifts. Not through dramatic reinvention, through small disciplined repetition. And here is the reality. Discipline is uncomfortable. It's not glamorous, exciting, and it's often boring. But boredom builds greatness. And the woman that you want to become is built in quiet discipline. In the moments where no one applauds, in the moments where no one sees. And that is why so few become her. Because most want recognition, but few want the responsibility. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, I tell you. Responsibility over your body, your space, finances, your reactions, your tone, your choices, your future. No one is coming to enforce it for you. You either choose discipline now or you experience regret later, which is what I mentioned in my previous video. And those are the options. You can struggle with discipline or you can struggle with the consequences. Just choose wisely. Becoming her requires discipline, but above all, emotional discipline. Because if you cannot control yourself, you can't control which direction you're going in. And if you can't control your direction, you're going to drift. And we are not drifting. We are becoming deliberately, intentionally. The woman you want to be is not far away. She is built daily through discipline. Choose her every day until she becomes you. So that's all that I have for today. Again, if you guys enjoy this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you back next week. With love, signed out, the DeepCut Collective.